Welcome to RWTV News. It's the news the spirit can use. Either you're going to shine light on it and speak some life into it, or you're going to relish in it. That is the darkness and wickedness and evil of it. Now, for some of you, this news may be breaking or not for the take. All right, so now this first story gets a little creepy to me, y'all, off the bat. And as you can see, Mr. Anthony Robinson is suspected to have killed at least 4 women across 2 different parts of Virginia. And he is being deemed, y'all, the alleged shopping cart killer. Now let's pause there for a minute. And I'm thinking, just like you, how in the hell he killed these women with a shopping cart? Did he run them over? Did he strangle them with it? Did he take the shopping cart and you know how you lift the shopping cart inside up to let the kids in? Did he slam that down on? What did he do with the shopping cart? Was he allegedly living in a shopping cart? Basically, homeless, mental health. We can't keep using all this as an excuse because you know I'm going to say is it demonic possession for a man to be deemed the alleged shopping cart killer with 4 women freaking dead. And why label these demons? Why give them names? Call this man Anthony Robinson the demon who allegedly killed 4 women with a shopping cart. Or somehow stuff them in a shopping cart. I really don't know how this unfolds to him to be, 4 women come up dead. He be deemed the alleged shopping cart killer. And I'm just hearing it for the first time like you. Some of this news is breaking to me. And for some of you, it's not for the taking. It's okay. We're going to talk about it anyway because I said whether it's old, new, hot, cold, tea is tea, and everybody sips on it differently. Everybody puts their own spices and milk and sugar and fragrances and whatever else in it, okay? Hell, if you're like me, you brew it naturally with the tea bags and the water on the counter for like 24 hours and then add your little sugar or whatever, lemon, and you got some homemade tea. It's all kind of ways to sip on tea. This is ReligionWinked TV, and we're sipping all the tea we can with no shade, talking everything up to Yahweh kind of a tea. Sipping going on over here, okay? So let's get into this story. Anthony Robinson. Y'all see his face right there. This article is by Nicholas Rice, December 18th, 2021. It's fairly recent, y'all. Fairly recent. So basically, it goes on to say 4 bodies that were found at 2 different spots in Virginia are believed to be the victims of a serial killer, nicknamed the shopping cart killer by police. As if this shit is funny. And this is all according to the authorities. And some of these are wolves in sheep clothing sitting back relishing in the darkness. Nickname in the darkness. Do you agree? During a press conference on Friday, down somewhere around Fairfax County in Virginia, Police Chief Kevin Davis said to the suspect, Anthony Robinson, who was taken into custody and charged with 2 deaths last month, may be involved with the deaths of at least 2 of the women, totaling 4, y'all, across 2 different parts of Virginia, allegedly being killed by the shopping cart killer. Now, according to police, Robinson, age 35, allegedly met his victims on dating websites. That's a whole nother video. And reportedly lured them to local motels. Your lust is drawing you away to these situations where 35-year-old Anthony Robinson can allegedly kill you or somehow be deemed the shopping cart killer for taking your life. Women, it's not that much desperation in the world on these dating websites. to be putting your life at risk. I'm sorry. Me and my friend was talking about that the other day. I was like, I never sent a coochie pic, never sent a breast pic, don't want to receive them, never been a stripper. I'd never been on a porn site, but you know how people will take your information and hell and plaster you anywhere they can to make you look stupid or discredit your character, right? Come on now. I know what I done, and I told y'all if I know I didn't do it, I'm not saying sorry for anything or making no excuse for it. And if I know I didn't do it, I'm not apologizing for it. And if I did do it, I'm not ashamed of it, y'all. All right? So it's no, come on now. Y'all going out here to hotels. Y'all know what time it is. But you never think it's the end of your life when you get here. Get there. Get wherever the hell you going. Not here, because you're not welcome. Anybody out here on dating websites looking to meet a man like Anthony Robinson, I don't welcome that, y'all. Y'all are too precious of God's people to be out here putting yourself in this situation, okay? You got to do better. I'm sure it's men in your life you know you could be dating who you know probably ain't gonna kill you. Hell, if they've been loving you all this long and you ain't bothered with them, by the time you get with them, they're gonna love you enough not to kill you. At least they'll be like, hell, I'd rather have this than nothing at all. All these years she been ignoring me. I better take what I can get, kind of thing. You know? I'm just saying, guys, look. Y'all always out here looking for new love, new love, new love. Somebody had to tell Keisha that from the Truth Show. Hey, don't let your new beginnings be your end. No disrespect to you or shine any ill manner light, ill gotten gain on your channel whatsoever. I actually follow you. But she goes on to say, y'all, it's been a whirlwind of emotions thus far. I've decided to let some things go. I've also decided to report my hacking to the FBI entirely. I was going to wait after the holidays, but I cannot wait that long. Aside from that, my marriage has been uneventful. We work all the time. I with my side jobs and him running the kitchen at the retirement home. We barely see each other or spend time with one another. We went out once for our 11th wedding anniversary, which was depressing. I didn't bother to post it. Excuse me. I didn't bother to post it. Old life, new life. New life, new thoughts, new attractions. Journal entry 24, December 15th, 2020. So as you can see, here's some of the comments. I am not going to read those, but Nap1 says in the purple with the white N, be careful when throwing out your old for new. And I'm going to go ahead and like that right now. All right, because I agree with it. Myers B says, I hope you and your partner get through any issues, problems in the way. A whole bunch of hearts. Aisha Monet sent. And T23 says, I can't take no more depressing news. And neither can I, guys. It's just a dark time for everybody. Even those out here trying to shine light into the darkness. The more darkness you learn of, you yourself can become dark. So that's the balance we have to keep when we're out here trying to shine light on anybody's darkness, even our own. I've seen them used to move groceries from the grocery store to your house. I've seen them use dressers and all kinds of things. Hell, when we was little living in New Jersey, we would take them apart and just use the bottom rack, you know, where you would usually put your drinks or your water, your case of water. We made go-karts out of them, so I know what a shopping cart can do for you. But ours was never used to hurt anybody or to transport any drugs, any bodies, any illegal anything. We was just out there, kids in the parking lot on the playground in New Jersey, Jersey City, having fun with shopping carts. We weren't rich, but we had a lot of fun, and we had some of the best go-karts in the world based off shopping carts. Unlike Anthony here, he used his for a different kind of transportation, okay? Yeah, so two of the victims, Aline Elizabeth Beth Redmond, 54, and Tanita Lorice Nita Smith, 39, were found dead last month in Harrisonburg. Now, down there, police and authorities believe that Robinson is also responsible for the death of a woman that they believe to be Cheyenne Brown, 29, as well as another victim who has yet to be identified from Fairfax. So, they're in the process of conducting, along with many other partners, a retrospective investigation to figure out where he's been. Obviously out shopping for bodies on dating websites, okay? And we're going to work with our law enforcement partners, homicide detectives, missing person detectives, to see if we can identify any other victims and families and communities that he has brought harm to. Check his own family while you're at it, okay? Check his own family while you're at it. So I guess the Washington's Metropolitan Police Department contacted neighboring authorities and said that the man was the last known contact of Brown, who had presently gone missing. Though police were initially unable to locate the woman at the area where she was last spotted, a tip then brought authorities back to the same spot, and they eventually noticed a shopping cart in the distance, which they recalled was how Robinson allegedly transported his other victims after their deaths, police said. Now, could this be a homeless man just wandering with a shopping cart, happened to be in the area of these four women? Only the evidence knows. Only God knows. If he's an honest man, we'll all know eventually. If the police are good investigators, we'll all know. As long as they saying alleged, he's the alleged shopping cart killer, we don't know. It's alleged, right? They trying to cover their butt. But it says that's how he allegedly transported his other victims. Now, in the shopping cart, investigators found two bodies, including one that they believe is that of Brown. So you think he has several shopping carts floating around in the city, just leaving them posted up after he murdered these women and transported them to their destination and resting place for the time being? And not that a vacant parking lot or an abandoned building or subway or train station or just some open area is a final resting place for any of these women. But are the police doing their job to locate these women as soon as they go missing? So basically, they're saying, including one that they believe is that of Brown. So two of these women they believe is Brown, who has not been fully identified, and the yet to be identified second woman. Okay, so they have a tattoo that's been positively identified by her family as Cheyenne's tattoo. And the reason why we're not waiting until we get positive and 100% positive DNA or dental verification, that is Cheyenne from Cheyenne, is because we believe that there may be other victims in the area and throughout the Commonwealth of Virginia, David said. And we need to act now. And if you got him in custody, you better not let him out, David. You hear me? Because he'd be allegedly out here doing the same thing with more shopping carts. Okay? I hate when police get people in custody and find a reason to let them go or don't have enough evidence. Baby, This is the one time we have to hold them a 24-hour hold, 50-50 hold, 50-51. I don't know, but we got to hold these demons and stop letting them go. So kudos to them that they're not waiting on DNA, because I'm sure they can match one or two of those other women until they get the DNA they need to match the other two women, right? Or however many other women they're going to find at this point in time. Nobody knows. Just start looking for shopping carts in your area. I mean, go over to them and see if there's. I know social distancing and all that, y'all. But if you see shopping carts in your area and it looks strange, smells strange, just seems. What is a shopping cart doing in a field when it should be at the grocery store or used to move somebody's furniture? What is and if it got blankets and stuff, I mean, come on, y'all nosy as hell when it come to everything else. Take a peek. If that woman and man who said they saw Gabby Petito's car and instead of riding by may have would have stopped.
To please look through anything you have, think back to that. And she was like, Jen, I think you were there. And we were. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm editing the August 27th footage right now. And I ran to the computer, pulled out my footage, scrolled through it, and lo and behold, Gabby's van was recorded in there by a complete accident.
How did you even feel at that moment when you saw that van, knowing that you have possibly, well, now we know the piece of evidence that was really needed?
I was just in that moment, like relief just washed over me, because I could give this to their parents, to Gabby's parents, and say, hey, here's the van, go do whatever you need to do. Like, I was just so happy that we caught that on camera.
Who knows how her story would have turned out, right? Who knows? So they have a press conference, and Harrison Police Chief Kelly Warner also spoke and said that Robinson has not given a statement since his arrest in November. So how we know he really did it? He haven't admitted to it yet. Evidence speak louder than words. I mean, DNA, they have a way of, basically manipulating that as well if they want to. I mean, there's a lot they can do to manipulate a case, right? But do you feel this man is guilty? Is the alleged shopping cart killer guilty? And you have every right to believe what you want to believe. At that time, Robinson was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, in addition to 2 felony counts of concealing, transporting, or altering a dead body. He probably kind of cut it up or mutilated it for it to fit. I'm not sure. The suspect has not been formally charged in relation to the newly discovered deaths, but police said charges are forthcoming. A Rockingham County Jail spokesperson previously told People, the magazine that we're reading at him, that Robinson is being held with no bond. Louis Nagy, Robinson's lawyer, did not immediately respond to People's requests for comment. There's a scheduled hearing tied to the first 2 deaths in Harrisonburg, which is scheduled to take place on December 27th, the Associated Press reported. Oh, I can't wait to make it on the team of the Associated Press, y'all. I'm going to get me one of those, oh my God, name tags and badges. Anyone with information on the case is encouraged to call Detective Leslie Wetherell. That's WETHERELL at 540-432-7788. That's 540-432-7788. Or you can email her at leslie.wetherall@harrisonburgva.gov. Anonymous tips related to this incident or any crime can be sent to Crime Solvers at 540-574-5050, or by texting HPD, that would be Harrisonburg Police Department, plus their tip to crimes, CRIMES. That's 274637. All right, y'all. And with that being said, moving right along into the next story. A suspect is sought after while a store clerk was shot and killed in Ridley Township, I believe in Pennsylvania. This article was published December 17th, 2021, and it's coming out of Fox 29, Philadelphia, RWTV News here on YouTube. So basically, y'all, what we have here is police in Ridley Township are looking for a suspect that they say shot and killed a store employee on Friday. Now, this is breaking news to me and my channel. So I will do a separate video on the series called Beyond the Bullet once I get more information. But I just wanted to throw this in here because it was new to me. And like I said, some news are breaking news and other news are not for the taking news. Okay? So around 1:30 p.m., Ridley Township police responded to the Empire Smoke and Phone store on the 1400 block of Chester Pike. Empire Smoke. Okay. Was this dude going to get weed? Synthetic? 2K? What else they call that stuff out there? They got some stuff now called Spice. I did a video and y'all act like y'all don't want to watch that video. But Spice damn near poisoned 40 people. So, and you know they got fentanyl in the weed now. So this person looked like he got a gun on him right there. Y'all see that gun, right? Y'all see what's in his pocket. What he got? Whatever he got them cargo pants on. His eyes looking like he looking for something he ain't got no business in there looking for. I'm just saying, y'all need to stop. So, responding officers found a store employee lying on the floor behind the counter, unresponsive and suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. First responders attempted life-saving measures, but the employee later died. Police have released photos of an armed suspect in the case captured on the store surveillance cameras. They're asking for the public's help. If you know what this guy looked like, give your local police department a call. If there's a number here, I will leave it so you can do so. The suspect is considered armed and dangerous, and of course we can probably see that from the picture and from the fact that there's a dead employee for no reason at all. Other than the fact that this demon probably wanted something from the smoke shop, wanted a phone to call somebody that he was at the smoke shop, allegedly robbing and killing and stealing and destroying the smoke shop. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, these people are ridiculous. This don't belong to you. Leave people's property alone. Stop being so demonic and go out and get your own stuff. And even then, don't kill, steal, and destroy to get it, like a lot of people have. Anyone with information about the incident or suspect is asked to contact Ridley Township Police. So, being that they didn't leave a number, hold on one second, y'all. Ridley Township Police. Ridley Township Police. What would that be called? Information line? Oh, let's say tip line. Let's just say tip. And I ain't talking about TI. Okay, so to submit a tip, right? Yeah, to submit a tip, Ridley Township Police Department, Delaware. All right, I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this for you guys. and give you the number while I do that. So the number is 610 532 4000 610-532-4000 for incidents not in progress, contact other stuff. But call that number and they'll give you the right number. You know what I'm saying? Everything here is basically saying 610-532-4000. All right. And I will leave the link below. Now, let's see. Where was I? Oh, here. So basically, that's it. I'm going to get more information, get the guy's name, find out. It'll be, like I said, this story will have a separate video in the series and playlist called Beyond the Bullet because this is crazy, right? And we'll get to know more about maybe the employee, the store, this suspect and or demon. And yeah, go from there. So with that being said, let's move on to the next story, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about a little bit of the school shootings that been going on the past week. And basically, I just want to go ahead and talk about it because TikTok had a weird thing going on over there where there was this national let's bomb the schools, terrorize the schools. Who would even put that out is a fool and just perpetuating the evil in the minds of the children. And basically, like this community who reacts to the shooting at Humboldt High School. And again, if I have not covered this Beyond the Bullet in a separate series, I will do so as well. Now, Humboldt, Tennessee, and that's Humboldt, Tennessee. And I'm sure the people are very humble at this point in time for the loss of life and what happened in a gymnasium at a high school basketball game on a specific Tuesday, which was around December 1st when this article was published by Quametra Wilborn, okay? So the Humboldt community is definitely in shock after one person died in a deadly shooting during a high school basketball game on Tuesday. The basketball game went between Humboldt High School and Northside High. It started out as fun, exciting. The evening was chill. Everybody was enjoying themselves. But it ended, y'all, on a very terrifying note after gunshots rang out and basically chaos filled the parking lot of Humboldt High School as law enforcement swarmed the area in response to the shooting. Now, basically, what I want to say here, those in attendance told WREG, the news station down there in Tennessee, that the shooting happened outside the gymnasium near the concession stands. And we're going to hear one gentleman say how I believe his mother was there, his 16 and 17-year-old nieces or nephews. But I want to say here, both Humboldt City Schools and Jackson Madison County School District, which was the other team playing, said none of their students were involved or injured in the shooting, which is a good thing because I know growing up, it was always Hudson and Catskill. There was a lot of fights. Not too much shooting, but a lot of fights going on at those games, right? And any other games that came through. Like if the city I live in now, Albany, played Hudson or Catskill, it was always beefing going on. Always rivals, always jealous of one another. We always thought one team was better than the other. We can dress better, look better, better rides. It was never about the actual game itself, although the people could play, you know? And it was fun to go to some of the basketball games. Like when Poughkeepsie would come up to the Boys and Girls Club. It was not, our childhood was really, really good, y'all, for the most part. It's a little hectic now, but that is my hometown and people. There's a lot of shootings there and things of that nature. But Humboldt City Schools said the deadly shooting was the result of an argument between two adults. It had nothing to do with the children on the court playing ball, y'all. Hooping it up. I'm telling you, some of these adults out here are ridiculous. Stay your ass home if you can't be a child and enjoy the game, or be childlike at these events that your children are partaking in. What are you going there? I mean, nowadays people playing on the basketball team too. To some of y'all are adults. These young children grow up really, really fast. But Paul Jackson said his 16 and 17-year-old granddaughters are cheerleaders for Northside. He said they were standing only feet away from where the shooting happened. So I mentioned niece or nephew, nieces, relatives, okay? Humboldt police said one person was killed and at least one other person was airlifted to Regional Medical Center in Memphis. Child. They saw one man lying on the ground, and they learned later that that was the man who was killed, Jackson said. There was a lot of people crying. A lot of people were scared. There was lots of little bitty kids at the game, too. A lot of babies, and I can imagine. Because they're probably there to see their big brother, big sister. If it was a boy, I don't know. I'm thinking street basketball. It'd be male and female, but this probably was a male's game. Not sure, okay? If females were on the team or not. But I know these people are there to support their family, be encouraged by them, trying to probably get in the NBA, go to college, whatever it is. And they don't need you adults out by the concession stand arguing over a hot dog, arguing over something to drink, arguing over whose car in the parking lot blocking everybody. Who gonna get the next Friday? I don't know, y'all. Hopefully they weren't arguing over beer or drugs or anything like that at this game. I don't see them selling that at the concession stand. Even though his grandchildren are not physically injured, Jackson said they are emotionally and mentally damaged, and he plans on putting them in counseling very soon. Don't wait too long. Don't wait too long, Mr. Jackson. Don't wait too long. He said it was a good sign they were able to sleep last night. I don't know how soundly, but he said they was able to sleep. And that's a good sign. They're not too affected. And let me tell you something. Let's talk about it right now. Not everybody is affected by trauma the way most people are in the world. There's some people like things like this, okay? It's tragic, it's sad, but there's some people in this world that know how to keep it together and not allow the tragedies of the world to affect them to the point where they can't function and the depression and all of that mental health comes along with it, right? There's some people in this world that definitely can deal with situations like this and still keep it together. So, in response to the shooting, classes were canceled across Humboldt schools Wednesday, and students at North High were given the option to attend class virtually for the day. See, the school wasn't affected by this. Oh, hell no. Y'all coming to school the next day. I don't give a damn what you just witnessed in the parking lot at the basketball game last night. We're not shutting the school doors. We don't give a damn that person laying on the ground, Mr. Jackson said, was laying there dead. We don't care. We want you in school. Told you. There's just some people in this world, good or bad, that know how to deal with these situations and it doesn't affect them one way or the other. Life goes on. As it does with Northside High School, who said these children are going to go to class virtually if they can't make it up in here physically because of what happened. Look, if y'all don't knock it off today. So Devon Hardiman faces charges of first-degree murder. Attempted first-degree murder with serious bodily injury attempted first-degree murder, armed, dangerous felons, 3 counts, tampering with evidence, and carrying a gun on school property. So for anybody promoting this violence on TikTok, saying, you know what, let's bomb the schools, let's prank the schools, let's threaten the schools, let's carry guns to school on this particular day, you're assholes. When there's enough violence and guns already being in school. Hence, we know Ethan Crumbly and his parents and what happened at Oxford High School. Now, Evanston, let's go ahead and move right into that story if you don't mind. Because Evanston High School, Evanston Township High School, ETHS, just basically had 2 adults or 2 children. Oh, that's right. Their children still in high school, right? Young adults bring in some guns and they were detained. I did a video on that, so you guys can go ahead and watch that. But what I'm gonna do is see if I can get in Evanston.
After the discovery of the handguns, the school went on lockdown for several hours. Right now, the investigation indicates that all 8 subjects are juvenile ETHS students and are all believed to be involved or in the bathroom at the time of the incident. There is no current threat to the public or other Evanston schools related to this incident.
All right, so you guys just heard that, right? We're going to move right along. So there's a lot going on in school, and for anybody to be generating, hate toward the school systems or the school districts around the world, I kind of agree with you. Once they took God out the schools, all hell broke loose and evil resides. You want to say where the evil resides? Where the evil resides? The evil is residing in school right now with the youth. There's no protection there whatsoever. No spirit of God there. Because if there was, as we just heard in the other story with Humboldt, Northside would have said, we're canceling it, just like what's the other name of the school was? Humboldt canceled it, across the district or whatever, but it's like not Northside. We need your bodies in school. We need credit. We need credit. You guys don't have no snow days to waste on things like this. We didn't write things like this into the itinerary or into the, September to June. We didn't write it in our schedule. We didn't take this into consideration that things like this would happen. So that's what we have, a lot of wickedness, y'all. So now, moving right along, and I don't want to keep you guys too long. All right. So absolutely. Call 911 if you need to, y'all. I gave you the information on that. Now, moving.
Something on the news at 4 today, indicted on first-degree murder. A Shelby County grand jury returned the indictment for former security guard Gregory Livingston. Surveillance video shows him shooting and killing a Chicago man over loud music at an East Memphis Kroger gas station over the summer. Thanks for joining us on Outlook Stolen. April will join us shortly. Livingston initially faced a second-degree murder charge in the death, but WREG author shows us why the charge was upgraded.
I think the grand jury has gotten it right.
NAACP Memphis Branch President Van Turner reacts to the first-degree murder indictment of former Kroger security guard Gregory Livingston. Surveillance video shows the moment Livingston shot and killed an unarmed Albany Motley at an East Memphis Kroger gas station. The two were arguing over Motley's music. The shooting gained national attention. Initially, investigators charged Livingston, also a former Horn Lake police officer, with second-degree murder. The district attorney's office in Nashville is handling the case. The Shelby County District Attorney's Office recused itself after an investigator in the office was found to possibly be a witness in Motley's prosecution.
After gathering additional evidence, including a review of the surveillance video, the state decided to present the charge of first-degree murder to the grand jury instead of the lesser charge of second-degree murder.
A spokesperson out of the Nashville office told us the murder charge changed after gathering additional evidence, including Following a review of the surveillance video, the state decided to present the charge of first-degree murder to the grand jury instead of the lesser charge of second-degree murder. Turner is also an attorney.
We were always taught murder too as a crime of passion. And you didn't go to a place expecting to murder someone, but because of circumstances, things happened, and it was sort of like a knee-jerk thing. In this instance, I think there was plenty enough time for the security officer Livingston to walk away. He had been trained as an officer. He had been trained on.
Hold on. And officers think they are taught to train to kill. Y'all need retraining. I don't believe in reforming the whole damn police department and all that because I'd be out of a job. But basically, y'all need to go back to how to handle a gun. Y'all need mental health training yourself. Y'all need patience 101. Y'all just need to know how to shoot, not to kill some damn time. And stop abusing your power to carry that firearm. That's what y'all need to be telling the police out here, okay? And if y'all don't want to tell them, share my video with them. Tag them. Tag me. Do what you do with everybody else when you want the gossip and stuff to get out there. Tell the police I said they need XYZ.
De-escalating situations.
Looking ahead,
It's up to the state to, push the case forward, and of course, it has to go to the real jury that will hopefully convict Mr. Livingston.
The real jury is the court of public opinion. He is guilty. He had no business killing that man over no damn loud music. Get you some earplugs. Put your headphones in. Put in your Ray J's or your Ray Bans or whatever the hell you call them things that you stick the ear pods. The hell is wrong with you? Stop worrying about what other people doing. If that man want to be at Kroger's playing his music loud, you need to mind your damn business and keep your gun in your holster, okay? Now you get exactly what you damn deserve. Mr. NAACP, thank you so much. This man who lost his life, RIP to him. I will find the article and give you more of what needs to be said and done. Man, oh man, oh man. This is ridiculous. Ooh, family man. Family of man. Family man and family of man, okay? Hopefully he was a family man and was playing that music for his children, going to get them some gas so they can get home, and he lose his life over that. Family of man allegedly killed over loud music by security guard asks for justice. Shouldn't have to ask for justice. Shouldn't have to ask for justice. And until America get to a place where it's fair, I'm not letting up off of America, and neither should you. A black man on his way to visit his niece and nephew was fatally shot by a security guard in Memphis, Tennessee, Saturday evening over an argument about loud music, according to an arrest affidavit obtained by ABC News. And this article is written in response to Hayun Halis Choi, August 10th, 2021. And again, I'm just now hearing about it, but guys, like I said, it's crazy. Some news is breaking news and other news is ain't for the taking news, okay? Get what you can over here and leave the rest for those who can appreciate it. Alvin Motley Jr., who was described by his family at a press conference Tuesday as disabled, y'all. He was pronounced dead at the scene. He was at Kroger's, and let me tell you something. Some people, disabled, mental health, and all that, music and loud music soothes the soul and comforts them. I used to be in reggae parties standing in front of the bass boom, big speakers all night long. soothing my spirit, okay? And I know how it is for people that need loud music and just enjoy it. And I know how it is for other people like the security guard who hate to see other people enjoy their lives. And they can't recognize when people are disabled or refuse to admit that the person they're coming up against is disabled or out here enjoying the fact that they can take advantage of disabled people to the point where they lose their life. So, Mr. Motley is disabled and was pronounced dead at the scene. He was at a Kroger Fuel Center with his girlfriend, Pia Foster, when he and the security guard, Gregory Livingston, got into a verbal altercation over the volume of music coming from their car, according to the police. Now, let me be very fair here. People, if you see an irate security guard pulling on his gun, talking about turn the damn music down, turn the damn music down, people. Please turn the dang on music down. These demons out here with a gun don't give a damn about your loud music. Neither you, being disabled or not. They don't care. All they want is you to obey them. And if you don't like Christianity, it's going to cost you your life. Now, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the Morning Read playlist, please. So now, if y'all don't promote me, I got to promote myself in everything I do. Ben Crump, a civil rights attorney representing the Motley family, said at a press conference Tuesday that this case is similar to that of Jordan Davis's, a 17-year-old black teenager who was shot and killed in 2012, by a man who complained about Davis's loud music. There's nothing new under the sun. I tell you, these cases are similar around the world. So Crump said Tuesday, Jordan was one too many, Alvin. It's by far too many. I don't care how loud you think it is. You don't have the right to kill a young black man for playing music. Did I get it right? Is that how Ben Crump talk, y'all? And I don't care how loud you think it is. Now that sounds like Martin Luther King. You don't have a right to kill a young black man playing music. Jordan was one too many. Alvin is by far too many.
Alvin Motley has a right to exist, to pump gas, and play his music because this is America. And nobody has the right to kill a young black man for playing music. I don't care how loud you think it is. You do not have a right to kill a young black man for playing music. What we want to make sure.
Ben Crump. Can I say this, Ben Crump? Hold on, y'all. See, only in America do you have the right to kill a young black man because of the lawlessness that exists in this land. Only in America. The amendment says you have the right to bear arms, but these demons take it upon themselves to pull the trigger because a young black man chooses to play his music loud. Only in America these demons feel it right to oppose themselves against God and God's people and be not held accountable for doing so. until a black man loses his life. And then the law wants to step in and act like it's doing some justice. But if it deals with the injustices coming from the lawmakers themselves, then you can say, because this is America, a black man has the right to play his music without dying. Until then, they find every excuse under the sun to take the life of a Hebrew male child. And let those that have ears hear what the hell I just said.
That the criminal justice system here, Carol, in Memphis, Tennessee, will hold those accountable who unjustly kill our children too. We don't want them to go hard on our children when they are accused of a criminal act, but then when we have all the evidence in the world, like video camera, for them to give the killers of our children a slap on the wrist. So we expect the district attorney's office to charge him with murder and to convict him of murder.
I expect the same thing. But what I also expect is for these people to start taking the lives of black people more serious in America, or we stop begging them to do so and demands and commands that they bow down and respect us as so. Who in the hell do these lawless people think they are? Oh, those that oppose themselves, exalt themselves against the godly in the earth. People minding their dang own business, listening to music. That music he may have been playing, though, y'all, wasn't the music David was playing in the Bible when King Saul tried to kill him. Mm-mm. David was playing something else. Might have had a reggae beat. Might have had some kind of African beat. Might have had something. But whatever it was, that damn spirit in Saul that wanted to kill David fled. All the while the music was playing. And then when the music went off, hell, the spirit came back. So I be telling y'all, when it come to certain music, come on now. We perpetuate these demons by what we play. We offend these demons by what we play. And that's a damn sad shame too. Because everybody has the right to listen to what the hell they want to listen to without you being offended to the point where you want to kill somebody. Just like y'all be in my comments talking about F you, you ain't ish, da 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 da. Cause you come over here and listen to me and you don't like what I say and now you're offended. The hell with that. At least you ain't pulling no trigger on me. I could take what you say in the comments, but don't get so angry to the point where you want to find somebody and kill them, okay? Knock it off, people. This shit is real. And I'm going to talk about it. Obviously, y'all not. People aren't. These demons aren't going to talk about it. I would like to hear what Mr. Livingston, Gregory Livingston, got to say now. But until then, let's hear what Mr. Ben Crump got to say in my Ben Crump voice.
And we want to send the message loud and clear to Kroger that you have a responsibility to have security guards who don't profile black people and kill them for playing music as they're coming to pump gas, being your customer, putting money in your pocket.
Honey, y'all know Big Crump about to go after Kroger's. Look who he went after in the Travis Crump and all them cases, and everybody else with the Astro World and Drake and baby 100 lawsuits and class action lawsuits and Lord Kroger's. I tell y'all hire these people, put guns in their hands, and don't know who the hell you just set off and set loose. Y'all need to do a little bit more vetting. Maybe y'all need to go back to billy clubs or something and take these damn guns out the people's hands that's acting like the demons of the land.
You have an obligation to this family to say that this extended representative of our grocery store, of our company.
Hold on, Ben. Yes, restitution. Pay the family, Kroger's, the family of Gregory Livingston. Pay the family, pay. We as black people feel money is sufficient enough to heal all wounds, not time, but money. That Bible said money answer everything. And that's what black people believe. So go on and pay them off a little something. Go on, Kroger's. You're not going to get away without hitting them off something, okay? You got to be held responsible one way or another. And Ben Crump going to make sure and see to it that you do, okay? So take my advice right now. Hit the family off. But family, the money can't bring back your loved one. It got to be another way. Maybe shut Kroger's down, and then Kroger's to think about when they reopen in another damn name, not to hire a demon and put a gun in his hand, okay? That's how you handle that situation.
Should be held accountable.
Yes.
And that we're going to make sure that there's accountability to you, Mr. Motley, and your family, and that we're going to train our officers better, or we're going to hire officers or security companies that won't profile black people, that will respect black customers.
No. What you needed to go do, please hear me out, people. Go get all the rowdy young black men that need a job and want to whoop a nigga ass today, okay? Go get all the rowdy young black men that want to beat a bitch ass today. Go get all the black women. Hell, there's some fighters out there in the community that still like to get it on and popping. Round their ass up, put them on the security duty. I bet. I bet you they be in there beating every owner of Kroger's and every other elitist there is. Honey, go. I'm serious. Put their ass on post. You'll see a change in America. Put them outside the White House and see don't they whoop everybody ass that try to walk up in there talking that nonsense on a day-to-day basis. Put them in front of the White House when they try to shut down the government knowing they need to answer some problems in the world. Put them. Put them over there at the Vatican. I bet you they beat a bishop's ass messing with them little boys over there. Put them over there at Buckingham Palace instead of them old statues just standing there with no life. Hell, put the hood outside the palace. I bet you they'll shape up real quick and learn to love black people. See, y'all don't want to run the world the way it need to be ran. And I guess some of y'all say, hell, we don't want you to run it either, girl. Lady, woman, whatever hell shit.
Because Kroger, if your security guards don't respect black customers, you all should not expect black dollars in the future.
Hold on. Respect people, period. But especially disabled black people that you're unaware of, who you haven't been trained to identify. Because you don't look at us as human beings, Kroger, and those thereof. let me say some of Ben Crump's colleagues and stuff probably don't look at us as black people either. They look at us as a damn dollar sign nowadays, don't they? What you think about that, people? Is Ben Crump working on behalf of the families or working on behalf of Mammon? Let me know down in the comments. Now, I believe the man got a heart to come out here and serve the people, but he's serving himself as well. Cha-ching.
Because Kroger, if your security guards don't respect black customers, you all should not expect black dollars in the future. And if we don't hear from you, we will be calling for people to boycott Kroger.
You can boycott Kroger's all you want to, Mr. Crump. Black people still gonna shop there, okay? Now, what I'm telling you to do is stop waiting until another life is lost by the hands of Kroger or their affiliates, such as Gregory Livingston. Tell the people not to spend money at Kroger's for one day. Everybody, Mr. Crump, you got influence to do that. Pick a day, any day. Tell them not to go to work that damn day either. And Kroger's will suffer, just like a lot of other places where wickedness is seated in high places, taking it upon themselves to kill a black man because he listening to music, or to kill a black man just because he black, sir. Shut them down. Oh, but is it possible men like you need businesses like this opening, doing stupid shit like this so you can capitalize off it as well? Now, don't be double minded. Either you want to see justice done and Kroger's really held accountable, not by just saying, okay, you won't get no black dollars in the future. Hell, they probably ain't getting that many black dollars. Maybe he was about the only black man that can afford to go to Kroger's and get some damn gas at the fuel center. I don't know. But all I'm saying is all that you won't get my black dollars and you won't get this and you won't get that. Like, that's really going to affect Kroger's going down the line if a few black people stop spending money there. No, what's going to affect Kroger's and all these other places of businesses that don't want to pay the people right? Like Mr. Gregory Livingston, who probably there, frustrated, ain't getting paid well, gotta listen to loud music. Oh my God, it's driving me crazy. What am I gonna do? Pop, 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 pop. I'm gonna take a life. Can't handle it. There's ways of making America be great again, and not the way it was when they brought us over here into slavery and haven't let up yet. America was great prior to that, with our ancestors just dwelling here, free beings until the Europeans settled in and pilgrimed their ass over here. Knock it off today, y'all. Y'all want to see justice served? I say you stop voting for these people. Because you know somebody in that damn White House related to somebody at Kroger's, who's related to somebody at the Vatican, who's related to somebody in the KKK, who related to somebody in the police department, who related to somebody in the Buckingham Palace, who related. Knock it off. And they will stick together, Mr. Crump, and you know that at the end of the day.
Over the unjustified killing of Albany Motley. Albany Motley has a right to exist, to pump gas and play his music because this is America.
Honey, the land of the brave and the home of the free. And how free is it to go pump gas one dang on day? Minding your own business, playing music as loud as your radio, built-in radio, installed radio probably can go. in your paid car, paying for a car, leasing car, in your own car, rented car, whoever car, licensed, insured, inspected to be on the road, listening to your own music. The music that may have set that demon off, honey. I'm just going to keep it real. And pushed him over the edge. And caused him to pull a trigger because he has no self-control. Or no depth within him not to take a life of another human being simply because they're playing music. And see, I just say, and Albany is by far way too many. I don't know y'all how to talk anymore. This damn doing it, honey. Let me tell you something. I can see why people just get on here and bump their gums and call it a day. Baby, this right here is work. Foster, who witnessed the shooting, told authorities she saw Motley walking toward Livingston after the initial altercation and asked him, "Let's talk like men." And demons don't want to do that. First of all, you questioning their manhood when you say, "Let's talk like men." Most men don't want to hear that shit. What you think, I ain't a man? What you think? What you talking about? My peen hang bigger than yours. My balls bigger than yours. My gun bigger than yours. If you don't knock it the hell off today. But this is when you say that to most men, it triggers something in them. Like, what the hell he talking about? Let's talk like men. Was I out here acting like a child, arguing with you, waving my gun because your music loud? Maybe I was. But I'm just saying now, listen. Don't be insinuating I ain't no damn man. Cause I'm out here arguing with you cause your music too loud and I'm ready to kill you cause you challenging my manhood. And that's probably why Mr. Motley ended up dead. According to the affidavit, he said, "Let's talk like men." And most demons haven't matured to their manhood yet. If not, if they did, they wouldn't be pulling out guns. They'd be talking with their mouth. The surveillance footage, which has not been released to the public, showed Motley approaching Livingston while holding a beer can and a lit cigarette, according to the affidavit. No weapon involved. Livingston drew his weapon and shot Motley. Boom, boom, boom. Because that demon know if he'd have sat there and talked to this man like a man, he probably would have talked him out of his demonic possession, talked him out of pulling that gun out, talked him out of killing some damn body that day himself. And demons don't want to be bothered that way. They rather live in darkness, live in prison, live killing, stealing, and destroying, and then feel remorseful, if not about it, at the end of the day. When officers arrived, Livingston admitted to shooting Motley, according to the affidavit. Like, you damn right I shot him. And Livingston has been charged with second-degree murder and is currently being held in the Shelby County Jail on a $1.8 million bond. That's the end. He is scheduled to appear in court. This was then August 16th. And I'm going to look and see what happens to this man. If he got charged, maybe we'll find something in this article. You guys can kind of keep reading. Basically, Alvin Motley Sr., Motley's father, said during the press conference, "I want justice for my son. I forgive the man, but I want him punished to the full extent. I want him to live as long as I live so he can think about what I have to think about forever." And I'm going to say, and never, and ever, ever, and ever, 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 ever. No, sir. You don't always. Forgiveness is for the person. Yes, it's for us. Did God forgive Satan, Lucifer, the adversaries? And we're created in God's image. And if God ain't out here forgiving the devil or demons, neither should you. Okay? All right? If God did not give Legion permission not to be tormented by Christ, who are we out here not to be tormenting these demons? You have the power to torment these demons. But this is the mentality of us Christians, and not to be picking on Mr. Motley Sr. here. Forgive a man, yeah, for your peace of mind. Justice, yes. Hell, they would say lynch him and carry on. But if we say lynch him and carry on, oh my God, we're the wicked ones of the world. No, he might kill somebody in prison. Who's to say he's done killing? Period. No, gotta be some change around here, y'all. Gotta be some change. I'm just saying, look at him. Told you that remorseful look. Motley Sr. said his son was diagnosed with Marfan Syndrome. Let's look that up right now, y'all, before we go any further. Marfan Syndrome. Never heard of it. Marfan Syndrome is a genetic condition that affects connective tissue, which provides support for the body and organs. Marfan syndrome can damage the blood vessels, heart, eyes, skin, lungs, and the bones of the hip, spine, feet, and rib cage. Ooh, let's see what is the life expectancy. 1 in 10 patients may have a high risk of death with this syndrome due to heart problems. Despite the high risk of Marfan-related cardiovascular problems, the average life expectancy of those with Marfan syndrome is nearly 70 years. The life expectancy in this syndrome has increased to greater than 25% since 1972, and it's a shame that living with this disease, this man may have lived up to 70 years of age. But when he came in contact with this demon at the Kroger's fuel station here, it didn't turn out good for Mr. Motley. Y'all let me know what you think about this whole entire crazy situation. And yeah, how one man is dead over loud music and the other man is headed to prison. Or is he already imprisoned in his mind? Y'all let me know down below. Now this last story, I'm going to see if it's even a story. I'm going to see if it's even a story to throw in here. No. Okay, so this has to go separate by itself because I believe it when I see it. But in the Kathleen Moore case, the friend Jessica Brummett allegedly came over to my page today and said, thank you for getting out the information about Kathleen, but why did you mention me? And I'm like, why the hell was you on the news and acting like you was acting? And there's still more questions to be answered. And what about the phone call for the Uber? And what about the cell phone? You and your mom said y'all interviewed the transient man. And do you want to come on my page and answer the questions? And I'm not really sure if I heard from her or not because I haven't checked my comments. But when I do, I will make a separate video for the young lady, Kathleen Moore. I still want to do the updated phone calls for you that we did back then when it first happened. And we'll tie all of that in together. So as it stands, I do believe this comes to the end of this video. God bless you and thank you all for watching. And I hope that you all have a wonderful and blessed holiday season. If you celebrate the season or the reason for the season, which should always be the word of God. And again, let me ask you, Christians, why do you celebrate the birth of your Savior more than the resurrected life of your Savior? And why do you go out and buy gifts of mammon to give to your loved ones instead of the word of God, which is allegedly the Bible? Just a question I'm asking you. So enjoy your holiday season, and with that being said, let the word word of God and the spirit thereof be the reason for any season, okay? Especially when we're in a season of kill, steal, and destroy at a greater alarming rate than we ever been in this country before. I mean, it's ridiculous. Let me know what you think about it down below. God bless you and have a great day. Shalom, everybody.